This is Terry, and I'm here in DC, in the Virginia area right now, and pretty much it's going on September 2019, and fall is about to start. The weather is changing, and pretty much I'm still struggling. I'm trying to get myself together, like I said in my last video, in one piece. So pretty much the DC area is very beautiful, but it's very expensive. But it's also very competitive. Everything is competitive in housing and jobs and dating and social life. Everything is pretty much very, very competitive. So right now I'm just struggling right now to find my social IQ and to figure out how to be how to make it up this social ladder, because everything pretty much is who you know and who knows what and how many friends you have and what you do this. And it's not really about, it is about money, but it's more about who you know and what you can do with who you know and making connections with people and actually making money off those connections. So right now I don't have any of that, bullshit of that. So I mean, it's good to talk politics and everything like that, you know, about the current administration, the president, and about being a millennial and everything like that to different people in the city. But you've actually got to put your actions to words, and you actually got to put your actions to policies and make change to those policies. And you actually got to be about who you say you are. And you know, I'm not rich, but I'm still like a struggling young person, just like everybody else is. I don't have a lot of money, and it's hard to actually struggle and ask people for coins and change just to get on the train, just to get on the bus. So there are job opportunities here in the city, but I haven't been able to obtain any job in the last 3-4 months since I left Chicago, which has been really hard. You know, I haven't really been able to obtain housing. I'm broke. I haven't been able to get any kind of shelter permanently, any kind of long transitional program, any kind of facility for, you know, just for a young woman like myself that's clean and that can provide me services. It's been really hard, kind of hard just to get support, even though I've been out on Facebook and Craigslist and Instagram and LinkedIn and things like that. But it's been hard, you know. It's not easy being in this city and then going through. I just lost someone stole my wallet and my iPhone when I was helping out somebody on the streets, helping them with a seizure, and then I noticed that my wallet and my iPhone were stolen. So I'm pretty much having to gather all my personal documents and pretty much having to deal with a lot of bullshit. Which happens when you lose your identity pretty much. So that's one struggle that I have to go through. And another struggle is finances. I'm pretty much negative in the bank. I'm in the red. I'm totally in the red. I am totally in the red. You know, everything that I left Chicago is kind of just following the transition itself. So pretty much everything in Chicago has transferred over here to DC, to the East Coast. So, you know, I've been to Boston. I thought that would help. It didn't help. I wanted to do so many things. It's so like, go to Niagara Falls, go to France, do stuff. I went to New York, that was okay, but it really didn't. Nothing happened. I went to New Jersey, and nothing happened with that. Philly, Pittsburgh, Boston, Columbus, Ohio, Detroit. And you know what? My life didn't change. Nothing came out of that like I wanted it to. So I still haven't made any friends, which is really, really hard. But I think that when you're a loner for a reason. And sometimes the friends that you make are really not the people that are going in the same direction that you're trying to go. So the people that you meet on the street are really, you know, they're associates, but they're not going in the same direction that you want to go. So even if it's good sometimes just to be a loner. You know, it's good to figure out, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to be focused on myself. I don't want to be focused on you. You know, I'm single for a reason. I don't want to be focused on your needs. I want to be focused on my own needs. I have a lot of men here. It's a liberal city of DC. DC is very liberal, but pretty much tell me you're a female, you're a woman, you're a girl. Your job is to take care of me. Your job is to be in the house all day, not to work and not to go to school and not to focus on anything but me. I'm the man. I'm control. I pay the bills, and that's your focus. And it just should kind of shock me that this is the East Coast, which is very liberal, but some men, black men, white men, everybody is still very much settled in their ways. like I was talking to a vet in front of the White House, um, pretty much saying that that's it's just the way it is. That's the way things has been, and that's the way that things are going to be, and that's how people expect it to be. And things don't change no matter if you have a black man in the White House or not. Things don't change. People are still set in their ways. So I'm still having to just pretty much go through that and figure out where I want to relocate and school and jobs and realistic like in the military, which is something that I do and plan on doing. And I've lost a lot of weight, which is good right now. I'm at 198, which is amazing. I've almost lost about 80 pounds. I actually have lost 80 pounds, which is really good. I have about 20, 30 more pounds to lose. So again, continually eating healthy fruits and vegetables. Definitely eating those as well as just a cup of coffee a day, and then having some good a good salad or a soup. I just eat healthy food when I can, but have the opportunity to take care of food and hygiene, hygiene and a clean shower, clean bath every single day. Which you can expect it to be like, yeah. Well, actually, a clean shower is, if you're struggling like myself, sometimes it's very, very hard to come by. You can't even imagine how difficult that is. Being pretty much homeless. I just pretty much want a clean shower. It's really sad, but that's pretty much how it is. So the times are changing. It is going to get a little bit colder. The weather's going to change, and step back to allow customers to exit. When boarding, please like I said, center of the car. I love my community. I love my people. But sometimes, I know that you love are put a facade, and there may be your worst enemy. Your best friend may be your worst enemy right now. I think I'm kind of happy that I don't have any friends. I'm kind of happy that I'm a loner because sometimes I think you make the best decisions when you're by yourself because you don't have to focus on anybody but your own needs and your own bills. You don't have to worry about anybody else's bills. You don't have to worry about pleasing anybody. You don't have to worry about having kids, being pregnant, alone, frustrated. You don't have to worry about going with this man and doing this for him and doing that for him, expecting something out of somebody when you can get the same thing out of yourself. So when this guy, he asked me to marry him, I'm like, well, I want a prenup. But he's like, you're broke. Well, yeah, I still want a prenup. I still want to be able to pay my own bills. I don't want to give you the debt that I already have to you. You're going through your own struggle, and I want to give you my struggle at the same time. But this man, he was married. He didn't tell me that, but I kind of already associated with it. But pretty much, nobody in my life has ever proposed to me. Nobody in my life has ever asked them to marry me. But how can a married man ask you to marry him? Like, what? Like, yes, I am gullible. Every single day I'm called gullible. Every single day on the street. So it's just hard. It's life. So I'm here in Rossville, Virginia, and I just been getting my soul back and just going through a lot of things emotionally, just going through things that I've been discussing with people over and over. During the past weekend has actually come out. I'm actually able to speak out about a lot of feelings I have been going through just to people on the street. Not even a doctor, not even a psychiatrist, not even family. I really don't associate with my family, my blood family anymore, because they have no meaning to me. They have my phone number, they have my email, Facebook, or whatever. They have not to contact me, but there's no kind of anything physical contact with them. So, I mean, they may see me on the street, but they won't give me a dime. They won't give me a dime, which is really sad to say. You should go back home and take care of your father. You should go back home and take care of a family where people see you struggling, and they're your blood relatives, your blood line, and they just see you struggling on the street and laugh and get about their life. Or they think, you know what? I see her going through what she's doing. I can do that. It's so much better. I can make more money doing the same thing that she's doing. I can do it, and I can do it better. And that's just pretty much the life on the street. That's just pretty much how it is on the street. People think, oh, I could do what you do, the better. So you move out of the way and let me take your job. I want your job. I want everything you have. I want what you have. I want what you got. So you need to get out of here. I want what you got. I want everything that you have. I see what you have and I want it. But I don't have anything. All I have is pennies dime. This is 99 cents. This is 99 cents. This is 99 cents. This is 99-cent dress. This is $5 bill. And you want this 99 cents. You want this 99 cents. You want this 99 cents. You want this $5 dress. You want this $5 belt. You can do the same thing yourself. So why would you want my 99 cents? When you go about your own business. But we're on the street and they say you look good. They want what you got, no matter how much it is. You know, they see that you look good, they see that you're going about your business, but people still want what you have and they don't give a damn about it. So it's just life in general. You know, it's not really conservative or liberal or pro-life or pro-choice or whatever. It's just life. It's how it is on the street. You know, white, black, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, you know, Jewish, Catholic, whatever. It's just how it always been. Life is very competitive. On the East Coast, West Coast, South and North, wherever you go in the world, everything's about, you know, competition and money. Who makes the most money out of you? They can do the same thing with what you have and make more money and leave you to the side. I mean, that's just how it is. It is politics. Politics is all about people. Politics is not really about money. Politics is about people. And so when I talk about politics, it surprises people because I think I should just be talking about love and hip hop, our Black Ink Crew, or, you know, a television sitcom, or I should be talking about cooking, I should be talking about food, instead of what's really going on in the city, instead of what's really going on in politics, instead of what's really going on in the world, because that affects me too. Just because I'm Black, just because I'm a young person, just because I'm a millennial, just because I'm poor, doesn't mean that things in life that affect me the same way that affects you. You know, and DC has gangs and blood and hooligans and Crips and GD just as much as it does anywhere in the world. And I've been getting a lot of that from young guys here in the city. So it is kind of a little bit surprising, you know, but that's where you go in the world. So I learn how to protect myself because things don't change. But people think that just because you're here in the nation's capital, that you're better than them. Well, you know what? I'm not. I'm not any better than you. I'm not. And then, you know, the election's going on, politics is going on, the trade war with China is going on. You know, Congress is in recess. People, the child abuse scandals are going on with the Catholic Church. Police are being accused of abuse. Chicago police just got accused of child rape. And it's actually coming forth. A lot of abuse allegations are coming forth. A lot of people are coming to bring their story forth. They've been abused by, you know, by people, by cops and by police and stuff like that, which is good to actually come out and talk about it, you know, which is good. But, you know, if you don't have anybody and you're by yourself, you just have to struggle. You just have to do what you have to do. So I haven't been on YouTube in a long time, but thank you guys for listening to all my 11 subscribers. Hey, Natalie, thanks for supporting me. You know, so, I mean, life is just all about competition, you know, Black men, white men. You know, it's just, I'm getting myself back at little by little. You know, I really don't have a lot going for myself. All I have is a book bag and a coat and my umbrella. So, people think I'm stealing every day just because I'm a Black girl. They think, oh, is this card hers? Is that credit card hers? And I think that's why my wallet got stolen, because people think that if I made this for ABC, then I must have been using somebody's stolen credit card to get to where I am. They probably went through all my wallets to see that everything I own was mine. To see that everything I own was mine. So why would I steal something that belongs to somebody when I have just as much problems with my own bills? I mean, I don't need to have anybody else's bills. I have so much problem with my own bills, with my own name, with my own issues, with having to invite somebody else's stuff. You know, I have problems with my own pen. Why would I want to use somebody else's pen? So, you know, even if I have to struggle, even if I have to sleep on the streets, I still use my own stuff. I don't use anybody else's stuff. Which, you know, people, just because I'm a young black woman, you know, that I'm a thief, I'm a stealer. I write blank checks. I use other people's checks. I've been in jail. I have a prison record. I have an arrest warrant. You know, I'm a hooker. I'm this. I'm that. Because I'm a Black girl. I mean, because I'm a minority. That's just what's associated with. That's part of the issues that I've been going through a lot. But it's almost rush hour right now. It's 3 o'clock, and a lot of opportunities, doors are being opened, but I just have to take advantage of those issues. So my skin is actually doing really good. I'm not feeling back in birth control. So that's another issue that this is my business. My control is my issue. It doesn't belong to, you know, my life is my life. My health is my health. It doesn't belong to anybody else's. So a lot of Black men especially take that offensive. They think that, you know, your body is my body. I control you. I have, you know, you don't have anything. You're broke. You don't have anything. You need somebody over you. You need somebody to protect you. You need somebody to watch you. You need somebody to always watch you. Because you're broke. You don't have nothing. You don't know nobody. You don't know nobody. You're broke. You don't have nothing. So you need somebody to watch over you. Well, you know what? You weren't there when I got here. You weren't there having to watch me on the streets. You weren't there, you know, I mean, to beg for food on the streets. You weren't there, so why are you here now? Still haven't watched me struggle and laugh. You know? So I don't need that right now. Sometimes it's just best being on your own, but that's how it is in the medical field. That's how it's in the legal profession. You know, people are always competing against you on what you have, but they see that you don't have as much money as you have. Oh, I'm a rich lawyer, you're a poor lawyer. Oh, I'm a rich doctor, you're a poor doctor. That's just how it is wherever you go. So, hey, it's just life is what it is. It's competition, it's politics, it's economics. So, this is LaQueen. Now I'm changing my name to Terry, so you guys can call me Terry now. Even though people still call me by my legal name, LaQueen, but I'm having a little change. It's okay. But I'm here in the nation's capital. You know, pretty much here in the metro. So it's expensive, just like San Francisco and LA. You know, DC is just as expensive as LA and San Francisco, even though Chicago is a little bit cheaper, New York is a little bit cheaper. DC is just as expensive. So I'm having to do what I have to do. So hey, you live and you breathe. I thank you for what I have. So this is Terry. So please love to you guys, please, and much love, aloha. And I love you guys. Please keep your thoughts, prayers, salam, Maria, Shikon, and Shishi. And I just hope you guys have a good one, okay? Peace and love. Much love. Much appreciation. This is Terry.